This game contains many sudden lighting changes. If you're highly sensitive to such things, then this game series may not be for you. If not, enjoy. Brosplay!
And so the brothers thought to themselves, what were they doing in the top of this castle?
And then they realized they do not have a weapon.
Open the door. Press and hold the door to open the door.
This is going to be terrifying after a while, having to do this while people are attacking you.
Yeah, I can't remember what game did it really well, where they... Oh, shit.
That was interesting.
Not exactly a simple start.
Hopefully Manleg's house wasn't hit by one of those fireballs that went sailing over the walls. Xana said there's an eccentric in this part of town that hides his wealth in a secret attic.
An eccentric is like another word for, it's like, that's like a word you use for somebody, like, it's a derogatory term.
A what?
An eccentric.
Yeah, in some ways.
Hey, collection item.
I got a stave. Oh no, that's a
It's
save.
telling you now to save.
Holy fuck,
you gotta,
that's so funny.
You gotta stave.
That's so funny.
Okay, is it... So, is multiple... A staff in multiple is staffs? Or is it staves? And is staves a different weapon?
I think a staff and a stave are the same thing. And I know stave and staves is the plural, but I don't know about staffs. What am I getting? What are these things? I know what that is.
Ooh, drop plates. You're dropping plates, brother.
Dropping plates on your ass. Where's that sword? I totally just picked up a sword.
No, it's a collection item, bruh.
Those are all collection items? Why would I need a collection item sword? I need a real sword.
Because the enemy is on the front.
Why am I not armored? Why is everyone in here calm?
Yeah, everyone's just back
There's
to...
fire.
They can see it. Everyone's just like, well, back to normal. That's because in their world, shit like that happens every day.
Okay, so I need to find an eccentric's home. Dude. Oh, he's there.
Oh, he's
just
sleeping. He's sleeping. He didn't even notice. He's like,
Yeah,
anyway,
everyone's
explosions
chill.
and shit.
Everyone in here is perfectly fine. They sell more than just ale.
What do they
Well,
sell? The flesh.
Health potions?
They sell the flesh of many.
What the hell is down there?
You really have a way with women, don't you?
That's a glitch.
Why do you think we have a way with women? We're trying to figure out.
Oh, probably because she's supposed to be in the room. It just fucked it up.
That's so bad. We were trying to figure out how to get under a table, and she's like, "Yeah, it looks like you got a way with women."
Bottle of berry juice.
That would be so funny if this guy got mad at
I
you.
just lost. Yeah. Yeah. See, it doesn't even explain... It doesn't even explain what it is that we did that we weren't supposed to do. And it also, like, doesn't indicate what you're allowed to take and what you're not allowed to take. Oh, man. Okay, so maybe we've gotten to the point of the game that we remember being so ridiculous. Okay, let's just... How are we supposed to... Okay, there's an eccentric in this part of town that hides his wealth in a secret attic. He has local tinkerer craft a lever that looks like a wall lamp. Maybe if I spend some time looking around, I can pick up a few additional items for
poking around.
Oh, poking.
Poking around? You have a way with women? Shit.
Okay, there. That's the short sword. Finally.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Equip the sword. There you go.
So I must have left it behind last time.
No, I think it's because you. Are you sure?
Yeah, I must have. I must have just missed that table. Because see, here's the collection items.
Did you just knock over those? That you can break that box. See that shit?
Nice.
See that shit, bro?
Yeah,
I
well,
fucking
you saw
designed
that
that shit.
shit.
I
You saw
designed
that.
that shit.
So-
I was in high school, but
What would an eccentric's home look like? This?
giant penis. So yes.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
Doesn't have an attic.
This is not a house. We're looking for a lamp.
A lamp.
A wall lamp.
A wall lamp, yeah.
A lamp.
Why is he running? What, am I gonna lose again? Where is he go? Fucking come back here.
Don't attack him.
I'm not going to, but I want him to lead me to the eccentric's home. You know where the eccentric lives, don't you?
You know what they say about the size of a man's front gate? That big one.
What the fuck is going on here? What did that just say? That objective? What is our objective? Okay, talk to the young lady in front of the manor gate. Making enemies with stone-held guards will make the main objective impossible. Oh, okay, so you do
Don't
anything
do it.
to the guards.
Hi.
Is this the eccentric?
Vamper. No, she said, you know what they say about a man's front gate. Or the size of a man's. I don't know, she didn't say it like that.
But it's true. She did say
She said it more like, you know.
what they say about a man's front gate.
I don't know why I talk like this. Maybe it's
Door number 1.
because somebody said this is what women talk like.
Wall lamp. Nope.
It's a good try. No, I think it's gonna be more of an obvious wall lamp.
Wall lamp. The attacks in this game seem like really varied, but I have no idea how to choose which attack I want to do.
Wop wop.
Relic. Scroll of
freeze.
Wall lamp.
Hey.
Yes.
What I meant was maybe somebody in the development department, in the voice acting department, was like, we want the woman to sound kind of like she's always flirting.
Like she's just always eating a shitload of clams. She's just like, collection item? Fuck your collection items.
That's what I loved about The Order, is that the main female is just a fucking badass. Like, they don't focus on her being a female. She's just a character. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's not relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have stocked up on just about nothing.
You got Minas.
We got fire trap.
Oh, you got 2 scrolls.
Those are only single time use though.
The scroll. That's the problem
Oh,
with
this guy's got a
those
basement?
things, is that I don't like them.
What things? The scroll things? Get out of my way.
That was one of the worst descriptions I've ever given. That's the problem with those things, is that I don't like them. That's not.
Who is this guy and why does he keep avoiding me?
Also, why is he on his tiptoes? Did you know I heard, I could be wrong about this. I think Kevin Smith said it on Joe's podcast, but he said you're not supposed to go heel toe when you walk. You're supposed to go toe heel.
Shit, I meant to load. Yeah, you're supposed to actually step down with your toes first, because then there's less impact on like the bones in your ankles and legs.
Really?
Yeah, that's how people walk. Like when you watch African tribes that have no shoes, that's how they walk.
Whoa.
Because you can't put all the weight on your heel like that if you don't have a sole.
You know the.
I have no soul.
Well, this is how I walk because I got no soul. What are you supposed to do now? Check your objectives.
Okay, so we gotta talk to the young lady in front of the manor gate. So we gotta find the manor.
I think that was the manor.
No, that was the eccentric's home.
Oh, look, man.
We found it. What?
Leave her be, Sarah. She's not.
Gotta wash the blood out of these. There's no white on them. They're exclusively blood colored. She reminds me of Lady Macbeth. So much blood. So much blood.
It's on my hands. I'm for some reason naked.
That's probably the most cultured reference I've ever made on the show.
I don't know if that's cultured.
It's fucking
That's so
thespian.
funny to me
That's
when
so
people
cultured.
use terms like that when they're like he's ethnic. It's like, what the
Ethnic?
fuck do you mean? Ethnicity is a description of a person. The person cannot be ethnic. It's like a place having lots of culture.
Well,
Like,
it's
what do you
basically
mean
like saying
many
someone's
cultures?
foreign. So you say someone's ethnic, you're basically
Foreign's
saying,
fine because the lady's right next to you, dude.
"Oh, speak to the young
Yeah.
girl."
Yeah, the one with the health bar for some reason.
Yeah, they don't do their visual clarity and conveyance is terrible.
Yes. Well, especially because the game's been guiding you up until now, and then it's like, have fun.
Yeah, it gives me a city with no signs, and it's just like find stuff.
You must be Sarah.
Oh,
I was
the
getting
voice
worried
acting in
about
this
you,
game
though
is
maybe for no reason.
as cardboard as its textures.
Yeah, but there's a Cyclops, so
She's a Cyclops?
she just brushed nothing away from her face.
Pupil.
Just scratched her face.
Hey, what are you working on there,
But
Gilbert?
wash up before dinner.
Oh, nothing. I was just doing this animation where she brushes her hair back, but I've been waiting on the guy who does the hair to get back to me on that. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Please open the portal.
Jesus. Thank you, one-eyed lady. Let me in, one-eyed lady.
I don't know why that my Gilbert voice came out all Justin Roiland-y, but...
Gilbert Godfrey. Is that the wrong Gilbert?
Hello! I was at one point a duck until they fired me for making a joke.
I'm still a duck, but now I'm a mallard.
My eyes are slowly closing more and more each day.
Both of us went from Gilbert Gottfried to Bernadette's mom in Big Bang Theory. What are you doing? Or maybe that's Howard's mom. It's been a long time. Oh, I'm gonna
yeah.
get fed meat.
I'm on the toilet.
Ma! Bathroom!
That's a brilliant episode.
The whole Warcraft episode, yeah.
But how do
really
you
is
kill
brilliant.
what has no life?
Yeah, it's such a shitty line.
I love it.
Oh, South Park. South Park's so great.
Don't believe rumors, you fucking Twitter twat. Ah.
Twitter twat?
That's my favorite joke from House of Cards. Hey, Twitter twat.
From House of Cards.
Yeah.
Can't say I remember that.
Yeah, Janine Garofalo calls, I don't know, red hair Mick Cheaterton. It's the first season. I'm allowed to give away shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's going back. I think there's 4 now.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah, you're
haven't
definitely
finished the
okay.
4th, and I'm sure that it gets, like, that the really cool parts are, like, right after where I stopped.
Coming up, yeah.
Yeah. Because I watched the first season up until episode 10. And at the end of episode 10 or 11 is when, like, the thing happens. Like, the crazy shit happens. And that's when it's like, oh.
Yeah, the difference between 75% of a season and 100% of a season is night and day. I was
Yeah.
watching The Strain, and the first thing that happens in the last episode of the second season is so twisted and demented. It's one of those things that makes you go, holy shit, this is where the series has been going this whole time. This is where it's culminating.
That's how I felt about Van Helsing. The TV show actually has 1 star on Netflix. It totally deserves more than that. I'll go ahead and say it's a goofy fucking show. It is it is so many weird things about it, and so many really, really obvious things that I was like, oh, that's what's gonna happen, and then it happened.
But also remember that
Oh shit!
remember that Netflix ratings are altered based off what they think you're gonna like.
What?
Yeah, so what it's rated for me and what it's rated for you will be different.
What?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I know, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I see it in
Netflix.
theory, but that's why I prefer reviews. Like, if you just look at a bunch of reviews, it becomes fairly obvious. Take your
I
shit.
prefer. Is this your shit? I prefer a description. That's what I love about Super Bunny Hop. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think he uses numbers. No, I don't think he does. Probably because he disagrees with a use of a number on a piece of art, especially a really easily
Nameable.
it's the interpretation or the experience that you get from a game is totally different from someone else.
I get what this is.
What?
This is a collection item because I'm a warrior. I'm not a mage. Same way that bow is a collection item.
Oh, you're
because
not
I'm
allowed
a-
to get those?
No, and there is also a dagger which you'll find around, and that's for the assassin.
Gay.
And that's why they're collection items. Yeah, they really should have just taken them out of the game. They should have just not spawned them.
Can we take back gay?
Yes.
That term needs to it's not it's you stole it.
He told me not to move
I'm
so that he could
joking.
shoot me with a
It's-
fucking arrow.
It's yours. But we need to take back faggot for sure.
Yeah, faggot's our word.
Gay is yours. You can have that.
Faggot's a gamer word.
Although, okay, at first I disagreed with the rainbow. I disagreed with that being the LGBT community. I was like, how can you have all the colors?
All the colors.
Why are
of the
you allowed
rainbow.
to have all the colors? Are you gonna use that breakdown over there? There's
There's a breakdown thing.
yeah. But then I thought, you know what? The rainbow encompasses all the colors in unity, all together. Like, well, maybe that is a really good flag for a community trying to bring people together. But then I thought, yes, however, the rainbow has all the colors together, touching, but they're all segregated.
Rather than bleeding together.
Exactly. What I'm thinking is iridescence. I think that is what you're going for.
Surprise there. Stone
Iridescence.
Yeah. Although, actually, you know what? I mean, you don't really want a melting pot as far as stuff. That's probably what. Yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it.
You don't want a melting pot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you on the flag because I don't really give a shit about flags. I love Canadian flag though. That's a fucking dope flag, man.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's not that old either.
No, 60s.
He
or
just
80s.
burned his friend to the ground.
Dude, the people are become fire.
I am become fire. Culture joke.
Anyways, I'm not sorry if I offended you. However, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, I find I do that a lot.
It's my favorite cop out. I'm not sorry about what I did. However, I do not want you to feel the way you do about what I did. It's just like, oh.
But there is some validity to that. I'm not sorry that I did what I did because I believe I was justified in what I did, but I am sorry that you were hurt by what I did for whatever reason.
I'm putting my thoughts out there on a very complicated topic that I don't fully understand. So of course I'm going to offend people, but it's not. Just know that my intention is really never to offend. I'm never trying to upset someone. I want to change things. So when I say that that the way that this game teaches you is not inspiring, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to inspire you to make me go, fuck yeah, this game.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird because we get caught up. Ow. We get caught up in not wanting to, like, I guess, not wanting to engage people on things like this. And you keep not wanting to, like, take the fight. But then sometimes that just means, you know, if you don't do it, who will? Like,
Yeah.
that's one thing I've noticed about, you know how, like, we've taken in a bunch of Syrian refugees here in Canada?
We have a
Well,
lot, actually.
I've just heard it be mentioned at times when people are like, you know, all these Syrian refugees coming in and, you know, we got to take care of our own people first. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to deal with the fight. I didn't want to upset the person. But then I realized much later on, like, there's people living in a war zone between the most powerful army that has ever existed in the States and one of the most ruthless armies that has ever existed in Russia. Well, and not even Russia, a military that is funded by Russia. So you've got these people living in probably, arguably, the most dangerous war zone of all time, right? Or one of the. And here we are complaining about our job security? Like, fuck all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that piece that John Oliver did on it. Where he talked to that one girl who like, she didn't give a shit about these, like, she had positive thoughts towards the people telling her that she wasn't allowed to enter the country.
Really?
She's like, I'm not mad about it. I just want to live in a great place. Like, that's it. I don't. She was that girl that he got those two. He got the two soap opera actors to say her name on the show.
Oh, right.
That's great.
It just seems to me like if you saw a child who was hungry, living in the streets, you would take them into your home in a second.
Yeah.
But those exact same people are so unwilling because these people come from a different place and they don't speak English.
Well, and there's also a lot of fear towards people from other places, especially when we're not familiar with them. That's a pretty normal human being thing. It's okay.
I'm just more...
Your feelings, you can't help your feelings, but you can help what you do about those feelings. Everybody's afraid of what they don't understand. It's really fucking normal. But to shoot it because it's in darkness and then shine a light on it is the wrong direction. It's light first. Then if it's a werewolf, you shoot it. But if it's a person, you're like, oh, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, in a life or death situation, everything kind of goes out the window. It's hard to
and
really
this is
apply
not
logic,
a life or
but-
death situation. Oh, it is a life or death for the refugees.
That's the thing. I'm not as ashamed of other people's fear of Syrian refugees as much as I'm ashamed of my own fear to combat those ideas. I don't want to have to take on that battle because I know how passionate people are about it and I know how aggressive people can get about it.
We also know that what are you going to accomplish here? That there are some people who have made up their mind and that's fucking it.
But if you allow that, if you just say, okay, well, you've made up your mind and that's how you're going to believe, no change gets made. You know, people like Milo Yiannopoulos who fight these really old, really ingrained ideas, those are the only people who are, like, actively moving us towards the world we all want to live in. If I just
And
don't...
look what happened to him.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. That's the problem. Because nobody does it, because no one wants to take the fight and stand up, whenever someone does it, it's so much easier for them to get thrashed for it.
They kicked him off Twitter.
They tried.
No, he's gone. Or did he come back?
I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure they had no right to kick him off. Pretty sure
Probably.
Twitter got in a lot of shit for that.
Of course they did. It's a website that boasts free available speech, and then they took somebody down for free available speech.
Yeah, and I think that's what bugs me, is that I realize that, we all need to collectively take the fight at the same time, or individuals like him have to take all of the fight for us.
Yeah.
So, you know what? If you don't speak up, I don't hate you for it, because I'm the exact same, but if you do speak up, good on you. Because it's not easy. And it's like Albus Dumbledore said after making numerous super unsafe decisions for the children, it's harder to stand up to your friends than it is to your enemies.
Oh, fuck yeah, is it ever.
I'm not going to claim Dumbledore is like the one to follow as far as morality, because he makes some really fucking weird choices. But it's true. It's so much harder when you care about the person that you're trying to stand up to.
Well, also just know that it's not as simple as it seems.
Nothing ever is.
Nothing is. You're just lucky. You get born in a country, you have available internet and a smartphone.
And it seems so easy to just want to not think about it.
Yeah.
But we don't. I personally don't believe that we have that right. We don't have to think about it constantly all day long. You don't have to, ruin the mood by saying, there's people who are suffering in the world. But it's not something you can choose to never think about.
Oh, it's something I constantly think about, but I don't know if I'm qualified to really, to actively pursue ideas like that. Like, I'll discuss whether whether a flag is appropriate, but I'm not going to be the guy who's like, this needs to stop, because I don't think I'm qualified. Which is interesting, because most people who go, there's a lot of people out there who don't ever question whether they're qualified or not. They're just like, I don't like that thing and it needs to die.
Well, for some questions, the only qualification you need is being a human and being part of our society.
Yeah.
But yeah, other times it becomes hard, because then you're getting into like questions of economics and politics and security and safety, and no one can be an expert on all that stuff. But the key is not thinking you are an expert in all that stuff.
Keep an open mind, gentlemen. And ladies. Or all non-binaries.
Very good.
What the
All
fuck
right.
is that?
For more.
What?
Oh.
Thank you for joining us. Next time, secret hole.